if you were to buy Delidian because it's a better location comparing to the other two product in terms of price as well, they are very close. How does it look like? So we're going to show you the performance of does it make sense. CCR prevails because the PSF are almost the same as RCR and also OCR. So debunking the myth over here, is OCR and RCR so expensive? Okay, might as well buy CCR, correct? Does CCR, given this instance, because they are about the same price, will make more money? Okay, just because of its location. So over here, we talk about launches that happened between 2010 to 2011, as mentioned, because of the fact that it was a bull run market, recovering from the global financial crisis. We have this development called the LA9 at the outside central region, the OCR area in District 21. Also, the Interweave, which is in the rest of central region in District 12, Balestier, and the very renowned Delidian, which is the former Federal Court, okay, in the core central region, District 10. So if you were to buy Delidian because it's a better location comparing to the other two product in terms of price as well, they are very close. How does it look like? So we're going to show you the performance of does it make sense. CCR prevails because the PSF are almost the same as RCR and also OCR. So on the left side, what we see is the PSF in matrix, and the bottom itself, the three different development, OCR, RCR, and then CCR. So launch date 2010, 2011, and 2010. And this is the launch PSF of the LA9, about close to 1,003 when it first launched in 2010. And today's PSF is $1,548 per square foot. The Interweave at 1,370 back then in 2011, today is about 1,588, pretty close. And then we have Delidian launching at about 1,535. That means back then when they launched, they are about $150 per square foot differential from LA9 and Interweave. And today they are about $1,729 per square foot. If you look at the total growth in terms of capital growth of the property on average, this is how LA9 performed, 19.5, close to 20%. The Interweave at close to 16%, and Delidian at only close to 13%. Okay, so it's very important that today when you buy into something, we don't go into just because of the fact that it is CCR, it should give us that growth. Okay, more importantly, we need to follow the urban transformation zoning, followed by the urban transformation fundamentals, because with these two matching with your profile, we will then be able to get the right property that gives you the right horizon for your runway. Okay, and then we did talk about annualized gain, 1.7% for LA9, 1.4% for the Interweave, and then 1.1% for Delidian. So capital gain focus. Right now we learn about different profile A, profile B. If you fall under that, what kind of property you should buy. Right now we need to learn what are the matrix or the fundamentals that drive growth. Okay, so you learn on the main masterclass, we talk about project as timeline, and to share a quick recap for anything that needs to hold long term. Okay, this is where we are looking at a massive makeover. Okay, and this is talking about relocating of existing assets for new urban planning. And under this category is Paya Lebar Airbase and the Greater Southern Waterfront. And this will not take shape so soon. So in this instance, can you still invest? Of course you could, but of course, the master plan will only update every 5 years. And from that 5 years, we need to see what is the development in the area and how is that going to be an exit timeline for you. So as of now, these are the different exit points that we have actually determined for these two transformations that we see. Okay, yet to see where it's phase 4. And then next two we have is developing, okay, new township and business center. Okay, in this instance we have Bidadari town. You see how prices shoot up tremendously from the Trevor all the way to Woodley Residences. Price went up close to about $800 per square foot. And then we had the Punggol Digital District that we saw just now on the water town. Bayshore town, very exciting, coming down. Kampong Bugis, Kallang Riverside, Jurong Innovation District, and the Tengah New Town, which an EC is coming out in the area as well. So those of you who are buying EC, this Tengah New Town area would be very interesting for you. Okay, and these are the different exit strategy in different phases. Next, we talk about rejuvenating existing infrastructure for extensive urban planning. So these are the different project initiative. Jurong Lake District, Changi East region that you learn on my own cocoa palm investment. Novena Health City, Woodland Regional Center, Ophir Rochor Corridor, Beauty World Integrated Transport Hub. You know which development falls under this already, okay, since we went through it just now. The Real Corridor, and also the Dover Knowledge District. All right. So just to share with you, if you really want to be capital gain focused, you need to time it to this multiple exit strategy, which is in this year that I have illustrated. But again, if the realtor that is exiting your property do not know how to interpret the upcoming second exit or third exit to the potential buyer that's buying your place, you may not be getting your maximum profit. Okay, so it's very important that when we invest to go in, we already know when our exit strategy, not just 1, 2, but 3 and 4. That means we need to know all at least 3 to 4 exit strategy planned out for you. Okay, and just to share, me and my team will be taking the next 2 months to go through this entire project initiative, more than I think 13 here specifically, and we are going to come up with the different milestones of this initiative, okay, and what are the trigger points that create the price catalyst for you to exit if your property falls within this initiative or urban transformation zoning. Okay, so it's going to be a very extensive and mind-boggling process that me and my team will go into. That's why the next 2 months we will not be doing any Monday webinar, which we always do for almost a year already. Okay, but that is important because these are deep work. You see, this will help existing homeowners that wants to exit their property, but they do not know whether right now is the best time for them. Even though it's a seller's market, they always come to me and say, AKS, is there a better time for us? Okay, or is it really now? Because seller's market, we sell high, we also buy high, correct? So again, this is very important for me and my team. So in the next 2 months, we'll be taking time off to literally go into the nitty-gritty of how you saw I did it for my own cocoa palm roadmap on what are the influences that created the exit strategy that exited in 2021, making at least 30% gain. Okay, so this will be happening for all 13 initiatives here. So next up, we talk about maximizing your investment over here, and what are the key fundamentals takeaway that we have today for you. All right, so understanding your intent is very important. Okay, as mentioned just now, many of them comes to me and say that, KS, should I be doing this or should I be doing that? That means, should I be selling my place right now, or should I not sell it, decouple, and then upgrade? These are the common questions that I hear. Okay, and of course, I always tie it back up to, is your current property under the urban transformation zoning? Okay, is your property within the 15-year shelf life? So it's a very clear matrix that I follow by to know whether we could do that move for you. But more importantly, is your outcome. What do you want from this? Okay, like we mentioned just now, the different outcome, such as legacy planning, passive investment vehicle, cash in and out in the shortest period of time, and of course, good paper value gain while you're staying in it. So I have it at the back of my mind already, because this is literally what we're going to do when we go into a discovery call. Okay, understanding your intent is so important. And usually what I hear is that, KS, I want to make a lot of money. All right, very common, right? Who doesn't want to make money? So I always ask, making money is still a means goal. Okay, what we want to know is, this money can give you what? Is it financial security? Is it give you some form of you can make more money to pass down to your next generation so they can do whatever they want, which is freedom again. Yeah, so we need to be clear on that, and then we know how we're going to give you the right roadmap to reach your goal. Okay, so next we need to talk about having that multiple exit in place. Many people only have one. That means TOP sell. Correct? How many of you on the ground here that TOP can sell already? Okay, TOP, reach 3 years, sell. That's always the strategy. Okay, for me, I think that it's so immature, because we need to have more exit for the next buyer to buy. But you see, people don't see the value to pay you more. Okay, if there is no value for them. So you take the prawn already, we need to leave the ikan bilis behind, correct? So that's exactly what we do. We need to let the next buyer that's buying from you know what is the value for them. So even if we are buying for stay with good paper value gain, sometimes I told my client that, look, your children may be maybe 12 years old, 13 years old, whatnot, they don't need the primary school anymore. But I told them that, look, this primary school within 1 km is not for you. It's for the next buyer that's buying over from you, because they're also a family size and they will need that school. And you are right now utilizing it as a family, and you're buying a family size configuration, 3-bedder, 4-bedder, or whatnot. So schools are evergreen when it comes to exit. Then next, we also be clear on the urban transformation zone and fundamentals. Okay, we talk so much about the zone, but we also need to know the fundamentals, the 5 key fundamentals, correct? Zone is where we know the timestamp of where we should exit our property. Okay, fundamentals is selecting the right one. So if you don't get these 2 right, or maybe we get one or the other right, we may not get the maximum profit. Okay, so over here, my job here is to show you these 2 and how we can align them together to get you the best price for your exit. And don't be charmed by location alone. Just now we talked about Dilidan, the Lanai, as well as the interweave. Okay, so if you are just charmed by location itself, sometimes this is not enough for the next buyer to buy over from you. Okay, because there's also other developments within your location as well. Okay, not just your particular development when it comes to selling. And also appreciate how the complexities in property investing will reduce your risk while maximizing your gain. Okay, so again, I just want to share with you that AMO Residences, okay, is happening on the 9th of July, very soon. In fact, I think next weekend, they're going to start opening their show flat. There's no 1-bedder available. There's only 2-bedder and above. And this fits right for people who are buying as a small family near St. Nicholas Girls' School. Okay, so AMO Residences, 9th of July. And the next exit, I just want to give you a so-called prelude to it, is 2030. And for people who have bought Jadescape thinking that Jadescape is very expensive, how many of you know friends that bought Jadescape and you think that it was expensive back in 2 years ago or 3 years ago? If that's you, just put in the chat box me. So I know that it's that frame of reference back then. Jadescape, $1,700, $1,800 per square foot, so expensive. Okay, I see EL, I see Nor, I see Brandon, I see Joanna. So I'm gonna ask you guys the same question: is it expensive today? When you look at it in today's market sentiment, is it expensive today? If it's yes, type yes. If it's no, type no. Brandon say it's still expensive. EL say not especially. Jeremy say no. Okay, so there is yes, no, and maybe no. Okay, so just want to share with you, Jadescape has an exit strategy, and the exit strategy is waiting for AMO to launch, or if not AMO to TOP. Okay, so these 2 will always be. So again, we talk about the next launch act as a price catalyst to boost price appreciation. And AMO is going to be what, 1,009, right? So today we'll think that AMO is going to be 1,009, okay? And it's expensive. Just like when people bought into Jadescape back then, thinking 1,007, 1,008 is expensive. Okay, so we need to see the future. And again, by urban transformation investment strategy, we need to be able to see the future. People can only connect the dots backwards. When things are done, we look back, oh, it's cheap, we should have bought it then. But back then, when we want to buy, it was expensive, correct? Okay, so we got to be very, very clear on looking forward, and that's what urban transformation strategy is all about. So in 2030, Cross Island Line is going to be completed. And if you look at this map over here, the red color line shows the future line. And from Changi cutting down all the way to Jurong Industrial Estate, that's the Cross Island Line. And AMO Residences falls under this gray color circle. So any gray color circle that you see here is going to be cutting through an existing train station. So, and going to form an interchange, okay? That's why Pasir Ris is also circled in gray, and that's where we have the integration of Pasir Ris to the Cross Island Line as well. So over here, we're talking about Xinmin, and what do we have at Xinmin? It is Bright Hill MRT train station. This is a very powerful train station. Why? Because the Thomson East Coast line is a new line. And if that's not enough, we have another additional intersection, which is a Cross Island Line coming through. So there will be 2 lines that will be coming through in a short period of time. And that will bring up prices drastically or organically in this area.